Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 167 of the 365-day trivia road trip. This is a year full of daily random knowledge trivia quizzes. In these quizzes, there's 20 questions up at the beginning, and at the end of each episode, there's a question 21 tiebreaker if you need to stick around for that. Thank you for watching, and good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. This corporation sells everything from rocket-powered roller skates to explosive tennis balls. Its best customer is probably Wile E. Coyote, who uses what company's wares in his pursuit of the Roadrunner? He buys all of his gear from the Acme Corp. Acme is correct. Question number 2. Algeria broke away from which European country, and in the midst of independence, roughly 1 million Pied Noirs fled Algeria for this country, which was grossly unprepared for the exodus, causing refugees to sleep in the streets of coastal cities like Marseille and Toulon. The answer is France. Question number 3. Assigned to look into the theft of a shuttle from the titular space program, what was the 1979 spy film that features the only time the MI6 agent James Bond, this time played by Roger Moore, went into space? James Bond went into space in Moonraker. Question number 4. Abby and Jay Leno were the first two of these characters captured when a game in this series was played on Twitch. In another game, a maximum of 6 of these characters can be used when battling at a gym. Professor Oak gives the player one of what characters to start the adventure? These little pocket monsters are known as Pokemon. Question number 5. This biblical man earned the jealous anger of King Saul by defeating many Philistines, beginning with Goliath. What was the name of this man who later succeeded Saul as king of Israel and was the father of Solomon? The answer is David. Question number 6. In one of this composer's works, a playwright pleads with a seamstress, "What a frozen little hand, let me warm it for you," in the song Sceglita Manina. Who was this Italian composer of the operas Madame Butterfly, Turandot, and the aforementioned La Boheme? The answer is Giacomo Puccini. Question number 7. The guqin is a Chinese member of this instrument family, which also includes the bouzouki and an instrument sometimes played with hammers, the dulcimer. What is this family of instruments that also includes zithers and sitars? It may have thrown you off if you know that they're played with hammers, but the answer is strings, the string family. Question number 8. Proclaiming that I am the state, which French Louis, nicknamed the Sun King, signed the Treaty of Utrecht with his grandson Philip V and commissioned the opulent Palace of Versailles? The answer is Louis the 14th. Question number 9. One song by this band tells the listener that in darkness, she is all I see. And aside from Sunday Morning, this band states that I was there for you in your darkest times in their song Maps. What is this band led by Adam Levine, whose hits include Sugar and Cold? The answer is Maroon 5. Question number 10. In 1893, Colorado was the first U.S. state to adopt an amendment for this movement. What name was given to this movement whose goals were adopted into law through the ratification of the 19th Amendment? What was the movement whose goals were adopted into law by the 19th Amendment? That would be women's suffrage, or the right to vote. Question number 11. Facilities contaminated with this disease, which presents with skin infections and boils, are often intensely scrubbed to prevent further infection. What is the name of this difficult-to-treat disease, a staph infection that first became prevalent as a hospital-acquired infection? The answer is MRSA. Question number 12. The steady state model competes with this theory, claiming that the universe is eternal. Stephen Hawking's singularity existed prior to what event in which the universe quickly and greatly expanded out of a high-density state? This event is the Big Bang. Question number 13. In this country's mythology, the god Wainamoinen constructs instruments called the Sampo and the Kantele in an attempt to woo the daughter of Louis. What is this North European country whose national epic is the Kalevala? Wainamoinen is from Finland. Question 14. Loki was the son of Farbauti and was married to Angrboda, both of whom were these type of giants. What is this race of mythical Norse giants that were divided into groups of frost and fire giants and were descended from Ymir? The answer is a Jotun. Or if you're talking about multiple, it's the Jotnar. Question 15. Though the actual date of the Japanese surrender in World War II was on August 14th of that year, VJ Day is celebrated in the US on September 2nd, the anniversary of the official signing of surrender papers on board what US battleship? The answer is the USS Missouri. Question number 16. The 1983 film Risky Business featured the now famous scene in which Tom Cruise's character lip syncs and dances around his house in a dress shirt and underwear to the accompaniment of what hit song? I know you can picture the scene, but can you think of the song? The answer is Old Time Rock and Roll by Bob Seger. Question 17. This city led the Italian League during the Lombardy Wars. This Italian city-state was a Tuscan republic that suffered internal strife between the Ghibellines and the Guelphs in the 13th century? Savonarola organized the 1497 Bonfire of the Vanities in what city? The answer is Florence. And question 18. This island's native Taino people fought the settlers of La Navidad, which was founded after Columbus's Santa Maria ran aground on this island's western shore. What is this Caribbean island that is politically divided between Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and whose name illustrates its possession by Spain? The answer is Hispaniola. Question 19. A state law in Virginia forbids many schools from beginning the school year until after this date. That law is often called the King's Dominion Law for a theme park that benefits from it. What is this federal holiday celebrated on the first Monday in September, which unofficially marks the end of summer? The answer is Labor Day. And question 20. Characters in this book discover the secret identity of RAB after receiving help from the elf creature who lives at 13 Grimald Place. In this novel, Horcruxes must be destroyed in order to kill Voldemort. What is this 7th book in a series created by J.K. Rowling? Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. That was the final book. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows is the answer. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. We post quizzes just like this every single day. Plus we have over 1,100 other quizzes that you can go back and watch on our channel. Some are in specific categories. Some are like this, where it's a little bit more random knowledge. We have short ones, we have long ones, we have everything that you could possibly want in trivia. We've got it on the channel. Check it out. Here's question 21 for today, the tiebreaker. The Lewis and Clark expedition, also known as the Corps of Discovery expedition, was commissioned by Thomas Jefferson and began their grand adventure to explore the western U.S. in what year? Whichever player gets closest to this year wins the point. What year did Lewis and Clark begin their expedition? The answer is 1804. Whichever player got closest to 1804 wins the point, and if it was a tiebreaker, they win the game. Congratulations. See you tomorrow.